Thanks very much, fellas. We'll try our best to keep our heads away from all walls and instead focus our attention on Team Spirit versus Hard Legion.
Absolutely true here, Alex. It is a domestic rivalry, and we will see Hard Legion kicking things off on the T side here. Now, they're the team that don't play Dust2 too much. We've seen Team Spirit take down big, actually, on Dust2 already. 16-11, pretty convincing victory. But these matches are always a little bit turbulent. It's difficult to predict which way they'll go, and we'll see where this pistol will lead us. They're going to have long control on the T side here. That's going to be between Forrester and Crad. They've got the bomb outside as well. It's a very defensive hold from the CTs here with this eye disbalance towards the car position and Magic's protecting him from the A side, so trying to bait him in towards that side of the map.
Young ready and willing to take that fight, and with the smoke on Xbox, he can probably stand his ground a little more. Not now. Flash in from his teammate. Now he can aggress. Still missed shots, but he lives on. Early exchanges. Not a single body dropped. Tight line held and falls back again. He's practically AWPing. Finally, he'll be knocked off his roost, and Magisk not long for the world either.
Oh dear, eye disbalance will be removed, and this is looking very promising now for Hard Legion. Making their way towards short, the flashbang's very effective. CT's caught out of position, the crossfire shut down, and now Chopper and Mur. They have got a defuse kit, but 4 kills to 5, no boost available towards spawn. One towards short here, that'll be Chopper, who needs to do a lot here, but that will be a nice reply from Chopper, but gives up his position, and at this point still needs 3 kills.
Yeah, he had the kit, had his teammates just made a little more of an impact. There would have been a chance, but Kinky with 2 quick openers on his burst through short. Very standard plan, 1 tons, 1 long. Heavy lean and a loud roar. We're going to be hearing a lot from Zona, coach of Hard Legion.
Yeah, that's for sure.
He was so boisterous in Berlin.
Yeah, a lot more on the line than just a place in the playoffs here. These teams battling to work out who will be representing their region going forward.
That's a good point. Yeah, these guys clearly are going to be scrimming more often than not. Local adversaries, always an extra bit of spice. And ooh, damn, Speedak does catch disbalance on his early fight. Just been taken down as well. They've been forced off with long, so they can see the CTs on that minimap. They've just conceded long now, all tucked in on the site. Probably go for the elevator boost to get someone set up elsewhere. Hard Legion advantage still heavily theirs and extended by those early tags.
Crad looking towards middle. A chance of a kill here, but a difficult one. This is a jiggle beat coming through from the CT side. This is the force buy from the CTs here, but they're taking so much damage, not really dishing any out themselves. 3 players now hovering around the 20 HP margin, and we'll see Crad continue the push towards middle here, just trying to find that first pick. Close to finding the first one, but it is going to be actually Mur that opens things up with the Desert Eagle. No trade. Oh, but there it is. It comes through eventually. A couple of kills now for Hard Legion. Still 2 of them very low.
Yeah, the other steps, it's Magic's job to communicate and try and get the resources in the right place. He knows they're going to be leading towards B, and here comes the charge. Rifles and a flashbang into the site. Chopper perhaps going to try and destabilize. They have Magic drawing the fire. The Deagle, however, does not connect, and this round is concluded. Speedak actually going to be finishing off with another second frag, this time onto Magisk. And that's all that disbalance can do. He'll be better off keeping hold of that scout. He knows it.
Yes, that's absolutely true. He doesn't have armor, he's low HP. That car won't provide much protection if the bullets start flying in his direction. We'll see them start to encroach in his position from T-spawn as well. So looks like he'll be going down as a long-range Mach 10 headshot. That will get the final kill. You can hear them getting riled up now. They've fended off the force buy. That should guarantee a 3-0 here. No problem at all. Only having 1 casualty there. As we'll see Speedak get the wall bang.
Lovely.
Lots of damage done at the start by the scout. And a Deagle purchased. That's about all they can bring to the table here. 1 smoke for the cross. They could stack B, I suppose. And it looks like that's exactly what they'll do.
Well, they've made the call, and it's just going to be that full-on gamble. Doesn't seem like Hard Legion are going to be playing too many mind games with this one. They're going to just take it slow and steady. Tortoise in the hare, we know how that one ends.
I believe the tortoise won.
I believe so.
Reports are to be believed.
Yeah, and that was the slow within the metaphor. Now that's interesting because similar stance being taken here by Hard Legion. hard like the shell of the tortoise they represent in round 3. And grouped up on long like a legion. Smokes have plumed, but they don't seem to be committing on it. Instead, it's just this CT stack. Forrester's going to be the first one in. He's just got the Deagle, so they'll send him and the MAC-10 across, and they'll report that there is absolutely nothing to fight. No contact, no combat. And stacked in on that B site with only USPs. That one Deagle for disbalance. He did struggle to save the scout.
Bomb down, and no real reason to go hunting for kills with your team spirits. You're only financing your opposition with the MAC-10s out, and you can see Crad. It's worth him investigating. If he gets a couple of kills, he'll pay off the debts of his MAC-10. Might as well see what's available to him. Going to throw in a flash first, probably right-hand that in. Bouncing it through, and gets the first shot, a pre-fire as well. Doing great work here, farming all that money. Only gets a couple. No one really has to go further than this. Forrest with the Deagle might see whether he can find another.
Yeah, they've done well to find them all there.
Not a big deal. They're only giving out the Deagle and the MAC-10. They'll keep their 3 rifles up. Round 4, Hard Legion. Certainly the underdogs in this particular map. I haven't got the results to back it up. Only played it 3 times in the last 3 months.
Yeah. And they're going to go straight out of the gate with a double AWP. Let's see. Mir and I disbalance. We'll be sending one for the aggressive look early on long. Getting flashed in, though, it's Kinky and spraying manically into the smoke grenade deployed by the CTs. Big investment of T utility. I told a lie, actually. That was a T smoke. They threw that one from the corner, and into B they go. And just like that, folks, that's how you lose a round on Dust2. 2 quick frags. They walk into B. Expecting a bit more resistance at that point, to be honest.
Yeah, not really much brought to the table at all there, was there? That actually fell apart very quickly. We will see the orb shot missed, and that was pretty much it. Unless there was an orb shot to take all that aggro away from the CT out of position, that was all going to fall apart very quickly indeed. Young and Mert, the only 2 casualties so far, as they have to hold on to what they have left, which is the AWP and the M4s. Great round for Hard Legion. They'll continue their spree here and get the 4-0 locked in. Kinky looking to apply a little bit more pressure here. Put his foot on the throat of Team Spirit. Live up to his name, you know.
Yeah, it's ballsy. Foot on the throat, that is certainly,
yeah,
wow. That really, really is. Taking,
really quite kinky
taking the definition past. I mean, I don't know what floats your boat necessarily.
All sorts of things. Not necessarily that,
no?
I would say.
Boat is floated, though. And so is Hard Legion's lead. 4 now to 0. And a complete and total level, I was going to say playing field. It's not so much that, but more of a kill distribution. Just 4 kills spread across the board nicely for the Hard Legion boys. Everyone contributing. No star shining in particular. Ooh, what's Disbalance up to? And a very aggressive stance.
He has no idea they've made it through middle already, though. So sure, he has information towards lower, but he can't really be part of this. They're isolated towards B again. The flashbang's surely going to come over any second. Needs to find multiple frags. They'll get nothing. Another perfect round here from Hard Legion.
They've got the read. They know how to get under the Team Spirit defense. 2 rounds back-to-back, 1 in the first 30 seconds of play. They walk into B, they walk through mid to B, and the B defenders, Disbalance and Mir. I mean, what can you really do about that one? You need some degree of early fragging, because at this point, they're all going Hard Legion's way.
Oh dear, oh dear. Yeah, that's going to be the 5-0 confirmed with 5 players surviving on the T side. Their money's going to be out of control. They'll get 3,500 extra for winning this round. And at this point, Team Spirit can only really sit back and hold on to the little they have. Lost bonus will be a maximum, so $3,400 per player. They save 2 weapons. They should be good to go. They better drop a couple of FAMASs, but still not an ideal situation by any stretch.
No, and they're being hunted. Doesn't seem like they're going to be able to lose another rifle. So that's perfect. They will preserve and maintain a buy into the next. And a timeout on the back of that one. It's time just to piece this one together.
They can afford an AWP as well. Disbalance would have to purchase that with just armor, but it's there. And on Dust2, it's sort of a requirement to win these big rounds. So we'll see whether this tactical timeout will lead us there. It's going to be called by Team Spirit, of course. Their first one so far, finding themselves at a 5-0 deficit on their map pick. So they saved the AK, the M4A4, But at this point, they've called a pause, right? You know they're adjusting. They're
Yeah.
going to be moving things around. They've been exploited towards middle a couple of times now. So if you get the long spawn on Hard Legion side, you're just thinking just to chain things up. Maybe just go for a contact B play instead.
I mean, Speedak has got the perfect long spawn with his AWP. Not necessarily perfect. I think you can get one closer, but head and shoulders above the rest. And in we go. What is the answer? Team Spirit have put their heads together. Mir and Sumdai Young going to be leaning towards the B site, but it does seem like Speedak is investigating long early, and perfect start. Forrester's flash, he was doing the dance, and Disbalance does wobble.
That's the AWP removed, but reclaimed by Magix. 5-0 now, with a 5-on-4 advantage here, round number 6. What's the plan now from the CT side? Where can they recover? Where can they get some control of the map back?
Where does the answer come from?
They've left B open here, so they're going to try and focus towards the A side, which would be the correct mentality, considering we've got 4 Hard Legion players towards short. Big round here. Team Spirit don't collect this one. They're going to start running out of cash. Scoreline getting out of control. We have noted this year that T side seems to be very strong on Dust2.
Yes, we've seen, 10 rounds for both teams on their T side. So more than enough time for Team Spirit to get themselves back into the running here, and a smoke for Mir to play around. Couple of warning shots. Here comes the commit. Exposed, and nice catch, but immediately traded. Magisk, held onto this AWP for just a moment longer. Crad, he's just doing his procedural clears, and every single time he's finding heads.
That's the avant-garde execute Chad always talks about, that smoke towards the boost boxes, towards CD spawn. You can see it provides great cover. Not the best shots difference fat, but we'll get things done. But it means you can actually get across cleanly and not have full vision from the A ramp, and you're looking up towards it, and you can hit them getting incredibly fired up right now.
Yeah.
I like that.
This is so.
This testosterone in the room right
This
now.
was the Zona CIS minor vibe.
Okay.
Like at the CIS minor in Berlin, every round when they were playing against domestic teams, he was just like the belly of the beast. Yeah. I think he got a couple of warnings actually. That's how loud he was. But we jump in, and this is going to be round 7 with the broken money, as you highlighted. The odds are shifting further in Hard Legion's favor for this 7th round of play. I'm not looking to be caught out by any CT funny business. They are taking their time. Crad already quick catches Mir. A chance for Speedak. He evaded the flash nicely. Now he throws one of his own. And he knows that Sumdai Young has fallen off. This is something for Disbalance, but Sviat's still at T-spawn. He's got a tough decision to make here, because the info at the moment is zilch, nada, nothing. And so he's going to start his long walk. That's a tough death. T-spawn, he's just screaming still.
As they rotate back from B, they catch him exposed. And now a 5-on-3 with a 5-7, P250 and a scout. Really not looking ideal. 7-0 written all over this one. Genki just waiting for the reaction plays. There's still 2 CTs towards the B side of the map. One at shore, that's Magix. But they've actually opted for long. This is very calm and controlled from Hard Legion. They're not giving these rounds up for free. They're not giving away any kills at this point.
Yeah, I mean, if you take a look at the scoreboard, you'll see testament to that. The highest fragger, 3, is their B defender Mir, and those have been one and done. Magisk, however, is positioning himself for somewhat of a flank. Chopper's going to hope to keep their attention drawn towards his location. Sumdai Young still yet to cross the doors and join his teammate, but I'm not sure Crad is ready for Magisk, and with the smoke, and no, it doesn't matter. Magisk couldn't hit the first shot. Didn't even know if he pulled the trigger.
Unfortunately not. That was pretty much their only chance there. There is a Sumdai Young kill with the scouts. It's a nice headshot, but pretty much all he's going to do at this round, as Chopper has already let himself be known towards CT spawn. He tucks himself in the corner, but Kinky's coming, and he'll be checking. Not necessarily that position, so it looks like he will hold on to the 5-7 if that's anything. No armor, no nades saved. It doesn't really mean a whole lot going forward.
Yeah, look at the bank Hard Legion have built. My God, this T-side is going to be such a tough nut to crack at this point. Another body dropped. Hard Legion have hit the ground at full sprint.
Double AWP setup will have to come out once again, surely.
Yeah. Nothing else has worked. Last time we saw them pull out those double AWPs, though, they got exploited by a fast B.
Yeah,
Missed one shot and bang, the round is gone.
Yeah, clean shot as well. Single AWP setup in the hands of Disbalance. 1-6 so far, hasn't really got going. His rivalry, his nemesis almost. Speedak was 7-1. Putting up a very strong performance. Big round here, need to start finding some form. The money's getting out of control on that T side. 3 players in 5 digits. Forest and Kiki not far behind. If they win a couple more here, they could have enough for the rest of the half. Smoke down towards shore. Now, there's only one smoke here, and we noted before, they do the avant-garde execution when they fully commit.
Yeah.
So this is just the baked out grenades.
Mir's not falling for it just yet. Still responsible for the doors. Good nade. That catches 4 members of Hard Legion, albeit not too much significant damage. And now the smokes get thrown out towards A. We've seen these work. This time Disbalance is in the right place. Can he find the right shot? He knows he can just play around the periphery of the smoke. There will be heads presented, or typically there is. Another nade, and this time good damage. Crad chunked.
They're committing off this.
Another
Running
burst.
out. Good Molotov that lands on the front door by Disbalance, but he is above it, so he will find multiple kills here. Finally, some form from Team Spirit here. Can they keep it a clean round though? The bomb gets planted with the AWP up. There is still a chance. Speedak looks towards long, spots the ankles of one of the steps there, dodging the flashbangs. Doesn't quite nail the shot, but there still is a chance here. 25 seconds remaining. One towards long. He's making his way closer and closer towards the site and will nail the shot. That should be the round now. They'll try and swarm the bomb site here. Kinky on 10 HP. Shouldn't be much of a chance here. Round confirmed. The Team Spirit find himself a clean one as well, but the bomb planted. Money still very strong on the T side. 7-1 overall. So that's much more likely. See Hard Legion not fully committed to that execution there. They had the smokes down, the flashes, but the nade damage, I think, just made them a little bit more cagey than usual.
It seemed really, really sketchy. Like there was some doubt in the comms. They weren't committing in the same capacity we saw them in the previous Vanguard Smoke execute. Now VP, by the way. I mean, that's an exciting prospect. Virtus Pro back on the a chance for the podium.
Yeah. The last team, sure, they got to semi-finals over at the summit, but they were the only real team there, to be honest with you. And I don't think we'll be hearing much from them again. They're kind of like a legacy team after just the org towards the end of their tenure there.
Of course. Everyone wants Virtus Pro to return after such a legacy was built. Polish powerhouse. Well, now representing ex-Vanguard. Different stance from Hard Legion. CT utility still down to the dregs in terms of keeping the speed tunnels on lock. It will just be choppers, Molotov. What else is available? Some die young, equipped with only a flashbang, so not a single smoke for the tunnels, and just that one incendiary. Crad and Sviat working on middle. They're going to throw the VP smoke, I guess you could call it.
Yeah, it's normally a Dren who throws that. A little bit more stylish than that, I have to say.
Well, the moves afterwards, yeah, as well. 40 seconds. This is going to be an intriguing combination.
Yeah, a beast split, the looks of things. They're going to show a bit of presence towards A. Probably just drop that single smoke and keep players there, but his Mer boosted in CT spawn. That smoke will take his vision away here as they make their way through. B has been very successful for Hard Legion so far. Doing a little bit of damage there. Mer will be stuck in the corner. Some die young. His teammate actually stepping up to the plate this time. It's going to be just a single kill for Speedak. I feel like that should be it. Chopper looking way too good at this point. It's going to be 2 rounds in a row as we see the USP confirm things here and maybe close them out as well. It's actually an ace coming in from Chopper. So the B bomb site right back under his remits, and we'll see them get the second round on the board.
That looked so easy from Chopper's POV, just left and right, and a good night. 5 kills. Back and forth from tunnels to doors. Pushing through that Molotov was a ballsy call, but they really wanted to apply the pressure together. He knew Speedak was going to be taking the fight. Can't blame him. See that one again. So Chopper, 20 seconds left on the clock. He gets this lovely multi-kill, but now he knows Speedak's coming. He knows there's a chance. Kinky decides to try and double push, but a missed shot from Speedak loses them that frag. And of course, you know, look at the positions of the other CTs. If they kill Chopper, that bomb's down and that site's locked out.
Well, the opening kill has come through. It's actually going to be a couple exchange. Idis balance will be removed, so will Crad, but still a 4-on-4. That shot had to connect. Chopper, that's his 6th kill in 2 rounds now. Looking incredibly strong with the M4, this time with the M4A4, as he'll have to fend off towards long. Good flashbang, but a Molotov in return. He nails another one.
He's on fire right now. And not literally, avoiding the Molotov perfectly. will go for more. Chopper's on a mad one. 8 kills in 2 rounds, and Spirit, on the back of him alone, have managed to find themselves 2 rounds back to back. That's huge, but unfortunately for them, still yet to break the Hard Legion squad. Admittedly, they have managed to accrue some funds now, and that will tide them over to the next round of play.
Yeah, absolutely. But that's 3 in a row, so the teams will take a time out at this point. This will be their final bye. So starting to drop off the pace some more here. We'll see whether there's anything to be said about round number 11. They can bring the AWP out. They start to invest into the round here. So the mid splits not looking as effective. I'll go back to the defaults here. They have had great success so far, the 7-0 start, but this is Team Spirit, their map. And you can see why now. It's starting to come together. Chopper carrying them through the last couple of rounds. 8 kills in 2. An ace to open things up, and then 3 very important frags on the A side there. Here's the replay, we're all kicked off. Jesus. That was the AWP shot from Speed Out. That connects. That I would dare say the round is there, because Chopper would have been removed. The A side would have been open for business, but he keeps on swinging, finding that damage. And we get into round number 11 here with the Kriegs out in full force. So spending extra money here to bring out the extra firepower. But the CTs, they put themselves a Krieg as well in the hand of Mer, but disbalance. Did he challenge towards middle there?
He just walked into the line. And that's an early disadvantage that Mir will be able to overcome. Chopper as well. We go back and forth. A 3v3 with 1 minute 40 still on the clock. And look at Speedak's reaction. Living up to that name. Quick presence towards double doors. And his teammates are going to be posturing as well. Chopper, however, has been so instrumental in the round wins for Spirit. And he does it again. From behind, he strikes Speedak down. And now this is only one single prong to this assault. And Sum Dayoung's holding such a tight line. Spray not going to connect. Forrester down to 22, but they have the sight. Chopper can't contest. They'll have to play around the edge of the flame. Magic's on the rotate as well. 2 versus 2 and a smoke for the doors. A molly for the hole in the wall. I don't think they can even stop this, but Chopper does. Straight through the smoke, and they can't deal with it. Brilliant spurt of aggression.
Just what they needed there as well, isolating the big box position with the Molotov. The smokes were down, sure. The window is inaccessible, but his teammate had the flashbang, and through they go just as they're crossing over to the side. Knowing they can't go towards big box, he manages to shut them down. What a brilliant performance he's having now, recovering this massive deficit of 7-0. 4 rounds in a row, and the final buy coming in for Hard Legion here. They get 3 Kriegs, a Mac-10 and a Deagle after their gold here, as they won't have the AWP to kick things off, that's for sure. Heading out towards long. Good flashbangs will send Magic's packing. Fine to give that position up. Better than him just conceding a frag. And looking towards the pit with that Krieg now. Very effective on the CT side. Got 2 of them at this point. Smoke thrown to enable the jump up towards short undetected here. That's more like it. Maybe not. Taking a lot of damage, having to drop off.
CT reactions seem very effective here. Chopper's actually trying to be the rascal he's been in the rounds before. He's looking for a multi. Only 1, though. Kinky, quick, with not only the frag, but the switch of the weapons. Now operating with an M4. Good upgrade for him. Not quite the nade damage he was hoping for. Sviat lives on, lingering towards the B tunnels with his low HP. They have got Forrester set up. And
Gotta hit those.
You really do.
That was on a plate.
Not only that, I think the plate was made of silver. Giving him the full VIP treatment. Couldn't quite connect the shots, though. And now poised for another Spirit round. They're taking it in turns, these teams. It was 7-0 now, 4 in a row. 4 Team Spirit could be the 5th here. Pretty segregated. And Sviat low, so he's not going to go for any solo missions. They're going to start to just try and pool their resources. A smoke and a Molotov. Make it just a Molotov, as Kinky does release a smoke towards CT. That's something. But Magic, he's holding such a perfect line. I don't know if there's any chance Craig wins this.
Definitely get at least 1 kill. The problem is multiple frags there, but there's only 1 player in that position. Disbalance hasn't had the best showing so far, but with 10 seconds on the clock, he doesn't have to do too much here. Well, that will do. They'll line up for him. He denies absolutely everything. He comes into the round loud and proud, and we'll see himself close things out there. That was the force buy, essentially, as we find maximum loss bonus for Hard Legion here. They are all hovering around $4,000, just under it in some cases, as we get into round number 13. Double kill to close things out there. Lovely stuff. They really needed that plant. They don't get anything for it.
Zone out, a little quiet now on his side of the stage. Yet to see a timeout called, actually, from Hard Legion. They haven't had to put too much thought Well, they haven't felt like they haven't had to put too much thought into this T side. Sviat getting a little bit of an extra briefing from Zona. And that's what I was thinking. Okay, so there was a pause called. Would explain the discourse.
So they've opted for Desert Eagles and Armor here. They've got a decent long spawn, so smoke the corner, flash over, and Sviat out first. See if anything can be done, but it's very unlikely he gets a 1D here, but we'll see what he can make of it. He's got the challenge in the flames. That was his chance, and down to 4 HP now, 0. Yeah, you just need the 1D to come through there. It's a massive gamble.
Yeah, I mean, the way he was acting, the fact that he was taking that fight in the Molotov, he knew it was like a one or done. And it's the latter. Another Deagle fight not going their way. Chopper, 17 frags now, 140 ADR.
Yeah, killing them.
Slaughtering it.
Well, shouldn't be much more to say about this round. A missed shot for Midas Balance. He said it hasn't been amazing so far, the orb, but this round is under lock and key. There is a chance of plant, but the bomb drops down towards spawn, so that's been eradicated. As we'll see Forrester and Kinky try and bring their way back into the rounds here. Doesn't look like there'd be much hope. They've actually given up 6 rounds in a row here. And it wasn't due to the new money system or anything like that. They had, what, $14,000
Four buys.
Yeah, and they just got battered and bruised by Chopper mainly, time and time again. Team Spirit, after finding the 7-0 star, they've actually got 6 rounds in a row. So in the round number 14, they actually close this half out with a lead. That's insane to think about.
That's incomprehensible. If you talk to me after the first 7 rounds, it felt like it was an impossible situation for Spirit to overcome, but through grit, determination, and Chopper, they charge this time towards long. What is Crad doing? Knife out. Frags coming their way. Will be dealt with by just the first, though, from Chopper. Magisk, he has a chance to surprise here. Sviat was not ready for that, and a precise frag gives the lead. 2 hard legions, just going to be an equal stead, 3v3, but T-side favored in these circumstances.
For now, yes. They've only got flashbangs and Molotovs, though, and CT's got full utility, so I don't know whether that'll be the case towards the end of the round.
It can really shift, especially when they start walking towards this setup. Flash will do little. There's only one more where that came from. Oh, that's a nasty way to go. The tip of his chrome dome spotted. But maybe, just maybe, a turn of the tide.
Well, knowing you've got that kill towards lower B, you can pretty much guarantee the B bomb cell will be open at this point. That's why they're high-turning it over. They have not posted around in 6. It's the best chance they've had, a 2-on-2. But before, they couldn't even get close to the bomb site. It was Chopper that was flashed in. No opportunity of that this time, but Sundayoung confirms at least in towards B. Tries to commit and take down the plant, can't find it. And they've got an incendiary for maybe the platform, or they're going to throw that towards the site itself, by the looks of things. Flash to go over, and this is the chance now. Forrester needs to be very careful. Tries to dodge a flashbang, doesn't really work out for him. And it will be 7 rounds in a row now for Team Spirit. Sundayoung confirms things with the Krieg. And there we have it. We're all tied up.
7-7, nice and close to start off Dust2. This adventure, it's time to find out who's going to be taking the lead, and my God, what a turn of events this has been.
Can you believe it?
You know, these CIS teams, always something different. The fact that we've just seen a trade, 7 rounds, and then they'll take 7. Now time to find out who wins the half. Not a conversation I was expecting. And Forrester, he did have a bit of a chance onto the head of Magis. Sundayoung handled that real well, though. Quick, precise, and patience not to fall into the molly that was still not there as well. Into the final round of this. Seems a bit foolish, but Forrester's managed to claw one back for them. Chopper, he has just got bloodlust. He brings the fight to Forrester. A double kill exactly when his team needed it. Hard Legion have an advantage, and they look to swing. Oh, and they are swinging so hard.
Shot though. That's Mur looking for the reverse sweep here from 7-0 down to 8-7 in their favor. They've got a 3-on-2 right now, but a nice shot from Speedat might confirm things here. 2-on-1, however, he can't hold on, and Sphere isolated now, flashed as well, but does enough damage to push them back at least for now. But stuck on towards the bomb site. He needs a double kill here. He does damage towards the second, waiting for the drop down. Kit flash and smoke available, but not the frag. It will be 8 rounds in a row for Team Spirit. That has got to be so disheartening if you're Hard Legion. You're off to an absolute fly. It looks like you're having the perfect game, then it all comes crumbling around you. Can they get it back together? Well, we'll have to find out after this break.
Back into the action then, Team Spirit and Hard Legion. It was 7 rounds on the trot, and I could say that for either of the teams. They don't have to be specific in this case because they take it in turns, and only one better. It's Team Spirit that managed to go for an 8-round run to take the lead.
Yeah, it sounds like it's close right now, but if you're Hard Legion, you're confused. You're not really sure what just happened there. The morale's dropped down after the highs and lows of that first half. You felt like you're running away the game, you're untouchable, then all of a sudden Chopper comes online and just blows you out of the water. It is going to be the pistol now for Team Spirit on their T side, and they've got a really decent long spawn. We'll see whether this is going to work out, but they've got 2 smokes to the cross. I think they'll just commit to this and battle off Kinky with the flashes, double smoke the crossover, and in they go. We've seen this a lot. No one else positioned anywhere else on the map but long.
Yeah, so Kinky kind of solo. And he has no info onto long. You aren't seeing any CT reactions. They still stand their ground as well. Speedak's aggressive towards short. Sviat's in CT. And that smoke is going to land on the cross. In fact, both of them perfect smokes arriving from Team Spirit here. They start their charge. He hears the steps. The flashes are there. Kinky has lost A. And the site now starting to be plagued. The rotate's so slow from Hard Legion. Starting to gather their resources, but the bomb now going down.
Team Spirit in a very dominant position at this point. 5-on-5, bomb planted. Sure, they have no utility, but it's an incredibly difficult procedure now if you're on the CT side. Hard Legion coming in from long. Do they even check the blue bin at this point? It will. There's a jump around the corner as well, and 2 kills are Chopper.
Huh?
That will do.
How does he get 2 there?
I don't know.
Mir and I Balance. Tucked in on the corner here, and they're running out of time. The kit is on Sviat, and now it's all down to Sviat. The bomb ticking away, round concluded. And that was a lovely take from Team Spirit, but I do question Hard Legion's decision to be so static there after what was quite a great deal of sound cues. When there's 2 smokes and a flashbang arriving on CT, I think that should be enough to start getting a wiggle on.
Yeah, you're probably right there. It's Chopper, though. 22 kills.
How does he get 2? He's on a blue bin. They've jumped his crosshair, and he still takes 2.
What, like 3/4 flashed as well?
Yeah.
Still managed to get a couple of frags. They've smoked towards middle. They've stacked B some more. 3 players crossing over. It is the force buy from Hard Legion here. Facing hard times as this has just fallen apart. A contact play towards B. They're walking into the stack essentially here, but a quick exchange. They need to get out of this choke point if possible. They're going to cancel this maneuver, which is fine. Knowing the bomb's there and there's a chance there's multiple deagles in position, might as well take the 4-on-4, especially with the weapons. This one does favor the T's. We'll see Crad with an MP9. And they'll just fall back here, not feeling safe. The B was the correct option.
That's the luxury of going for the early B, is you can cancel. Not something my matchmaking teammates are familiar with, but
Yeah, once you're there, might as well just keep going.
well, we're here now. May as well run into that scary, terrifying force bite from the CTs. It's just armored deagles, but in the right hands, as we saw from Forrester in this round, it can be deadly. Speedek and Kinky potentially tested next. And they're bringing the fight to them. Chopper, though, so careful. Gets the first. Mir to trade, and advantage maintained. They'll now advance up towards long. Clear it out relatively quickly as well. They'll get Disbalance all set up in pit. Molotov towards car. They're not taking any chances here. There isn't smoke for the cross, but no one's going to be holding it. Actually, Sviat, with his Desert Eagle, continues to stand his ground.
Did one hell of a shot.
Yeah, a hard one to hit, no doubt about it. Not going to graze a single adversary, but Krad now has arrived on long, and that is a crucial frag. He catches a bullet to the face, though, and now operating with just 1 HP. Almost nothing they can do. Sviat looking for a ridiculous AK versus Deagle duel.
Still, one bullet hits him in the deagle, he'll still go down. He knows it as well, so he repositions. There's a player in the pit, however. I'm not sure he's necessarily aware of it. Needs to be very careful. And there it is. The kill comes through, and now this could actually fall apart.
Yeah, even though they've got low HP, they need to get across to the site. A very important couple of shots to hit, because now Sviat can accelerate. But just get the first, and Krad had a real shot. The back was turned, and Sviat knows it. No chance, and well handled. Some die young with 2 crucial frags.
There was a real chance there for the CTs, but the shot in the back, I'm not sure there was quite enough time on the 10-second defuse, but it was certainly up for debate. With the player on position on top of that bomb as well, but it goes 10-7. That was the force buy. Doesn't work out, and Team Spirit's on the stretch of legs now. That's 10 rounds in a row for them. 10
round spree. And the score is 10-7. It's not something we see every day. It's a brand new look to Counter-Strike, and so is this 5 grenade buy for the CTs. Where do these nades go? Some towards long, and perhaps some a little later towards B, but nothing going to be bearing fruit just yet for the former. And so the adventure begins once again. Hard Legion. When you change it to their perspective, they've gone from the highest high, coach screaming, handing out high fives, to losing 10 rounds in a row. Every round
11 potentially this point for the USPs.
You make the call, and 10 rounds in a row, it doesn't work.
Yeah, that's something, that's for sure. I can't really explain that one to you. Magic, though, seems to be aware of the prospect of a flare towards CD spawn. There's a couple of them, in fact. He'll confirm things out. The block should close things out with the burst fire, and he will indeed. Lots of money farmed up there, nothing given away, as they do get 11 rounds in a row. Now, this is a bit of a bonus situation. You've got the MAC-10s, the Galils out as well, but you might want to purchase an AWP. So throwing one of those away won't be the worst case scenario, which they do. So they get rid of the MAC-10. They'll keep the aforementioned lesser rifle. So, Hard Legion, first gun round here. Imagine they just lost this 16-7 now.
That would be almost unheard of. 16 round spree, aside from 16 zeros, yeah. That's a good catch from Kinky. Didn't quite get the flash his teammate Magisk was counting on. I keep calling him Magisk, excuse me, Magix. You know he's a gamer because he added an extra X.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bit of personal flair.
No capitals. Surprised didn't go for a alternating
Crazy caps.
Crazy caps.
Oh,
some die young. Doesn't even need to scope for that one, despite its precision. And will be able to use the flames to escape.
Got the intel as well. They've got an AWP towards long. But luckily, we always talk about Dust2 and the pushes towards B. We have got Forrester, who's claimed that territory. He needs to be very careful, though. Exposed, but I don't think spotted as he walks across. So this might be false information for him, because they're actually going to walk in tunnels right now, and he might not be none the wiser. He's towards lower.
So in his mind, he's thinking like catwalk walk, you know? He's thinking there's 3 of them, they were long.
Yeah, well, he's going back now. So it's fine. Like, the fact he didn't get any information there, but that doesn't help things out. Mur seems to be very, very awake today as he pre-fires lower B position. Forrester removed and looking for 12 rounds in a row now to 4-on-2. Mur doesn't need to force the issue anymore, but still continues to push and takes the AWP out as well. What a magnificent round from him. Sphere left in a 4 versus, well, nothing now as he's taken out, and it's looking too easy for Team Spirit here on Dust2.
Yeah, this is a very different feel to the first 7 rounds of play. All the individuals are so set. Mir, he was up towards the double doors during the whole long exchange, and just eventually, patience was being rewarded there. Double kill The first expected, the second lovely pre-fire. Chopper ignited this fire, but all of Team Spirit are starting to run with it.
Another Deagle situation. This would be the full reverse sweep. If you get a 16-7 scoreline, 7-0 down, yeah, that hasn't happened many times before. Team Spirit, though, look like they're firmly in the driving seat, hoping to convert things quickly if possible. This would be a crucial round. They give this one up. Legion might be able to find some form up against the 5-7 for the Eagles. Crab not investing anything. Forrester with the FAMAS purchase here.
Could he be the hero his team so desperately desire? Where has Hard Legion gone missing in the last 12 rounds of play? Really easy to keep track of. Those quarters traded 1 for 1. Forrester, his FAMAS yet to connect, and this has just been SpeedAx's pistol. An important battle to win, and Forrester caught on his retreat. His teammate tagged and could get dunked on. Sviat does retreat, and he's caught it. Safe hands, missed shot, connect from Mir.
Yeah, you can hear the cry there, because at that point, round's confirmed. If he gets a couple of 1Ds, sure, there's a chance, but at this point, just waiting for the logical conclusion of the round. A dink and conversion with the USP. Maybe one more. It's getting a little bit messy now.
It's getting a bit awkward.
There it is. It will be closed out. Not a huge deal for Team Spirit. They've won a massive amount of rounds in a row, 13 to be precise. Money is absolutely fine. And we will see Hard Legion with another opportunity to buy into this one, but they are certainly dropping off at this point.
Yeah, can we take a moment to bring up that scoreboard just so people can see just that long slew of what is now 13 rounds in a row. Nice shots from Mir. But round 21, double AWPs. It's often the panic button that CTs will hit. On the scoreboard, you can see that Chopper still maintaining a ridiculous ADR. He peaked at around 140, still 130 average damage per round. His peaks continue.
It's Inferno next as well, which is hardly a bogey pick to punish. Normally the great decider of best of threes, and if they lose 16 rounds in a row, that could be enough. As the opening kill comes in, that's Magic's. Good reply to Sphere, but the A-Pounce is coming in, and SpeedAx, he doesn't hit anything. Short plan will be guaranteed here. Forrester caught on rotation. How do they get back into this? They've got one smoke and a couple of flashes.
I mean, it does just seem impossible. Sviat, perhaps, is their way in. Chopper's going to be shut down. Big connection.
Yeah, a little bit disappointing he goes down in that fashion. Still a lot of work to do, though, however. And it's 2 AWPs in the retake here. Really quite far from ideal. Molotovs around Sviat. Smoke will extinguish him. Just trying to get up on the box at this point. Fumbles it. Punished for the play. And now at this point, it will be 14 in a row. Goodness gracious me. Hard Legion are getting battered and bruised out there. They've got maximum loss bonus and a Rise Smile. Different energy on that side of the server.
It really is.
They have to take an eco, or at least a partial buy. And that'll be 15-7.
God, they are truly doing it. Team Spirit with the most ridiculous of runs. 14 rounds across 2 halves in succession. Chopper's the one to find his voice. And Hard Legion feels a bit more like soft and squishy Legion at this point.
They've got the opening frag here, but they can't recover the weapon, and Chopper's going to guarantee that fact. And what a shot that is. Clinical as you like. Removes the head of Crad. Forrester being taken down to 44 as well here. So long control game. They've got nowhere else on the map under their remits. They might as well continue with this push, knowing they can be backstabbed now. So keep the AWP in the pit, make their way up. Still a chance it could fall apart. We see lots of boosts in towards CT spawn when you smoke over. I've got a feeling this will be a little bit more complicated than just making their way towards the A side. We'll see those 2 smokes come down. CTs should be starting to set up. And A defense at this point have got a smoke for the arrival.
But they're going silent. That smoke may not be deployed in time. And yeah, Kinky caught, did deploy it. And so Chopper's going to have to go much wider, and this time into the, well, I was going to say the aim of SpeedAx, but he was caught in transition. And another clean round secured. Chopper, he started it. And he finishes it. Team Spirit looking to finish a 16-round run. 16 unstopped victories. Unhinged at the moment. Poor Hard Legion.
Can they get one just to break the spell.
Just to break this curse.
I can't believe this has happened.
I can't believe. I mean, I've never seen a scoreboard look like this.
Tags heavily.
Oh, Crad and Forrester. They've already had the wind knocked out of them, but I think now they're just gasping for air.
Yeah, you're right there. Ice Balance at least will take some damage from the grenade towards lower B. But one more round will do it. After being completely shut down in the first 7. Ridiculous scenes.
Truly, truly. Now, if I've watched a lot of Counter-Strike recently, Henry, this is always the round that seems to go awry.
Yeah,
right?
we know Hard Legion picked this one up.
Hard Legion obviously win this round, so.
But still, it would have been a great storyline.
Would have been cool. We know how this one works, and I don't know how that smoke works. What's Fiat got for us there?
So that's down to the corner of short to enable, just like that, just to enable some control.
And the flames actually stick around, not only pluming.
To push them back into it so they can't actually have control of short in any way. So now they'll have to expend some utility or just wait for the smoke to dissipate here. Magic's just waiting for anyone pushing it towards long, which is happening. Needs to be cognizant of the fact they could come from T-spawn as well. Kinky might get a lot more than he bargained for here. Oh, the timing. See ya. You thought like, right, I've got a window.
Here we go, this is it. Just that moment, that spurt of confidence. Speedak gives them a way in, but immediately taken from them. Mir and SDY. 3 letters and 3 frags.
10 seconds. The bomb will go down, but looks at things though.
Yeah,
so there was something.
That was their closest shot in a while. 16-round run, ladies and gentlemen, starting to become a reality. 2 frags away from doing so. Crad will fight back, desperately sharpening his claws.
Oh, the Molotov as well. Crad doesn't have the smoke. Just have to wait. Oh, sits in it. Gives them something, I suppose, but the flashbang will come through, and that's going to make things even more complicated here. If Magic's will nail one with this AWP, it's done, but it's going to be some die young, and it's complete, Alex. The 16-round dream has been fulfilled. They were 7-0 down. It was their map pick. We didn't really know what was happening, why they couldn't find any form, but as soon as Chopper came online, he axed them down single-handedly to get 8 kills in 2 rounds, and at that point, it was nothing but team spirit all the way.
Yeah, so many multi-kills coming out of Chopper. In fact, 3 triple kill rounds as well. Just massacring Hard Legion, and now you're going to be in no rush to get back in the server. I think they're going to take as much as they can just to reset and forget about Dust2.
They were high-flying, weren't they? They were screaming, they were enjoying themselves. The coach was getting stuck in. They were 7-0 up, so rightly so. You can't really blame them for that. But I've never really seen that before. 16 in a row after having the best start you could possibly ask for.
It looked so good. It looked like it went from looking flawless to flawed, just like a flick of a switch.
Yeah, very strange. But that was the pick of Team Spirit, I suppose. So it doesn't really matter in which fashion it goes down. You're often going to give that up in a very tightly contested matchup.
Would you be buying that if
no,
your coach
definitely
was saying
not.
that?
But I've got to create some sort of storyline so people stick around and watch. You know.
No, I know. No, I was just saying like that's probably that's what Hard Legion are saying to themselves right now. Like that was their map pick. You know, dismiss it like a normal loss. I'm not sure if they're going to be capable. Let's see how Hard Legion's mental strife continues on our second map. We're going to take a break before we break it down.